Okay, this answer key is your final video for me of the year. All right, we are on page 1, the last box. Rolling the die 300 times. How many times would you expect to get a 5? You expect to get 50 5s. The probability is still 1/6, the same as if you were going to roll a 1. And then you multiply 6 times 50, so 1 times 50, that's what gets you your 55s. All right, the next one, we did problem E. Problem A says B, so there's 1 B out of 4 total outcomes. That's just a fraction 1/4. All right, the next one says, what about if you wanted to spin it 50 times? How many times would you get an A? Well, the first thing you could say is that A's make up half of the spinner, so you should get half of the 50 total spins to land on A. That is absolutely one great way to do it. Another way to do it is to look back up at your spinner and say 2 out of the 4 outcomes are A's, so I can set it up that way. 2 out of the 4 outcomes are A's, so if I want 50 total spins, now I have to figure out what do I multiply 4 times to get 50, and that's not as easy, but it's 12 and 5/10, or 12 and a half. If I multiply 2 by 12 and a half, I get 25. So I still get 25 A's. So the correct answer there is 25 A's. You expect to spin 25 A's. All right, the last one is about C's. C's made up 1/4 of that spinner. So I have to figure out what to multiply 4 by. To get 80, and that's 20. So if I multiply them both by 20, I expect to get 20 C's. There's my correct answer there. All right, zooming on to the next page. All right, there are 6 vowels out of 26 total letters. I told you in the first video that you would need to simplify 626. It simplifies to 3/13. That is your correct answer. There are 30 total days in April, so there are 30 outcomes, equally likely outcomes. And the last one on this page said, what's the probability that you would draw an ace out of a deck of cards? Well, there are 52 cards. There are 4 aces. 4 52nds simplifies to 1/13. You could divide them both in half, and be careful if you do that. That's 2 26ths, and you're not done. You got to keep on going. All right, our very last page about the marbles. Box E. 3 of the 10 marbles are black, so that probability is 3/10. The next one is not black, so if 3 of them are black, then 7 of them have to not be black. So that's 7 out of 10, or 7/10. That's simplified. Let me quickly go back and highlight those answers, 3/10 and 7/10. Going down to the one below that. This was the probability of getting black or white. So remember from last week, this is you win $5 if you draw a black marble or if you draw a white marble. So that's why this plus is in there. So there are actually 4 ways out of 10 to win. So the correct answer is 2/5. We always, always, always simplify. Please next year simplify so Ms. Garhofer doesn't come and say, Ms. Toivola, what did you teach them? All right, we did problem S, except we didn't simplify that one. 6 striped out of 10 total marbles is 6/10, which is the same as 3/5. So there's your correct answer for that problem. Whoops. Problem E said not white. Well, there's only 1 white marble, so 9 of them must not be white. So that's 9/10. That's your final answer there. And the last one is a tricky one. Looking at those marbles, how many of them are yellow? Well, unless you colored them all, which is against the rules, looking at just how they are for you, none of those are yellow. So 0 out of 10 are yellow. That is an answer of 0. I'm not going to tell you the riddle answer, right? If you want to see, or if you want to know what the riddle answer is, either come to my office hours or send me an email. All right, everybody stay safe, and don't forget to upload this PDF, or upload your PDF to get credit for the final assignment of the year.